Here with Georgia State quarterbacks coach Luke Huard. Coach Huard, offense obviously put up some big numbers, 31 points and a lot of yards and so forth. Talk about what this offense is doing well right now.
What we're doing well, I think we're playing very competitively. You know, certainly at the end of the game, the last two games, you know, we've put together some drives, you know, at the end and really, you know, honed in and did our job at the end of the game. Unfortunately, with that, we put ourselves in a position we should have never been in. And that's one thing that we have to really work on and emphasize at the quarterback position and as a whole offense is just playing consistent for 4 quarters. Because we put up some good yards and 31 points. But if you look at that game and what we left on the field, that should have been a game we scored in mid-40s. So we're not playing 4 quarters of consistent football right now. We're playing really good in spurts. You know, we're throwing and catching the ball for the most part well. You know, our running backs have done a nice job, you know, finding the holes and getting north and south. You know, so we've been fairly balanced, run, pass. Right now where we're at is we got to take care of the football. We don't feel like we've been stopped a whole lot in the first 2 games. We feel like we've stopped ourselves the most. And that's got to stop. That trend has got to stop. I think we've had 6 turnovers, 7 including the Hail Mary interception, but really 6 meaningful turnovers. That's 6 opportunities to put touchdowns on the board that we lost at. And we put our defense in a position that they never should have been in if we did our job through the course of the game, and took care of the football. Because if we feel like if we take care of the football, we have enough weapons on offense at receiver, tight end, running back. Our offensive line is doing a nice job. So if we take good care of the football and maximize all of our possessions, we feel like we can put up a lot more yards and numbers than we have so far.
Talk about your quarterback, Nick Arbuckle. What are the best things that he's doing for you, giving to you right now?
Nick is tremendously competitive. He's one of those guys that, as a quarterback, even if something negative goes on in the game, he doesn't flinch at all. I mean, he wants the ball. He has a lot of confidence in the guys around him. He's a smart player, and he's an accurate thrower. He's doing a lot of things well. Kind of what I referenced earlier, the things that we have to get rid of are the turnovers and the unforced errors. If you look at the turnovers we've had so far, it hasn't necessarily been, something the defense has done so well or they've made some great play on the ball. It's been situations where, we should have made better decisions. So I'm happy with the way that he's competed. I'm happy with the way that, he's played, especially towards the end of games. Right now what we need to do, what we need to get from him is just 4 quarters of consistent football and not taking chances with the football and just, going through your progressions and going where the ball needs to go. But like I said, I can't say enough about the way that he competes and how important football is to him. It's extremely important to him. He approaches the game like a coach, almost sometimes too much. But, right now I'm happy with how he's playing. We just need to eliminate the mistakes. We do that, his production level will even get better.
He's had a lot of weapons in terms of receivers, tight ends, and that kind of stuff. Are you happy with how the ball is getting spread around and things?
Yeah, certainly the first game, Linquez Blair, we call him Quiz Show, and Joel, they got a big piece of the pie. This last week, it was the outside perimeter guys. They were playing kind of soft coverage on the edge, so those guys got a little bit more, balls to them. And we need to do a good job as an offense making sure that through the course of the game, we're distributing the ball evenly as much as we can. There's going to be times where defenses will try to take 1 or 2 players away. The beauty of our situation right now is, we got 4 or 5 wideouts that are playing at a high level. We got a tight end that's playing at a high level. So if they want to take one person away, it's going to open it up for somebody else. But the biggest thing going back to is just us maximizing all of our possessions. And when we turn it over, we don't allow ourselves to do that. So if we take care of the ball, those guys that are getting 4 or 5 touches, they're going to get 7 or 8 touches. If they're going to get 6 touches, they may get 8 or 9. So it's just maximizing every possession, taking care of the football, and then we can distribute the ball even more with that.
Thanks, Coach. Here with Georgia State wide receiver Robert Davis. Robert, talk about how this offense is playing, being able to just kind of spread the ball around to a lot of different receivers.
We have a lot of talent, everywhere on the field. So really we're just trying to, get our playmakers in open space and just, let them do what they do and what they've been doing since, they started playing football.
How fun has it been to play in this offense for these first 2 games?
It's been real fun. I mean, I really like Arbuckle. He's, obviously a good quarterback. He really gets the ball out. He has a lot of velocity on it. And, I mean, he puts us in position to make plays.
Probably coming into the season, you were kind of probably the receiver that everybody knew about and everything because of what you did last year. But it's really been kind of a team effort, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. But that comes to a tribute of just like I said, having athletes all over the field that can make plays.
One thing that Coach Huard and the offensive coaches have talked about is done a good job, but need to kind of work on correcting some mistakes. Is that what and not leaving some points on the field? Is that what you guys have been focusing on?
Yes, ma'am. Just really like the mental mistakes, small things, because it's hard to win a Division I college football game, regardless. How much talent you have. It all comes down to the little things, and those are the most important things. So really, we just got to work on turnovers and just those little mistakes that we make that cost us the game sometimes.
Thank you, Robert.